Yes guys, a big welcome to my fellow hair system wearers, a big welcome to my fellow hair loss sufferers, and a big welcome to anyone looking for cheap and effective solutions to their hair loss. If you've come for that, you're in the right place. It's been absolutely scorching in the UK today. It was so hot I had myself eating a nice cold BLT for lunch just to cool myself down. I hope you're enjoying whatever weather you're experiencing wherever you are in the world. So today I'm going to be walking you through how to measure your head to ensure you get the right sized hair system. I'm doing this because it can create a lot of anxiety in people. They're not sure what size they're getting. They're not sure how to measure on top to make sure they do get the right hair system size. So we're going to go through it step by step. I'm going to show you nice, easy steps to get this done. Now, first up, you need measuring tape. Why? Because measuring tape is going to be used to measure the balding area from side to side and from back to front. So when you're ordering off LaVivid, it will ask you if you want them to cut the base for you. I always suggest you say yes and you give them the measurements side to side and back to front. You can do this when you're ordering the system. It's about $10 extra, I think. So if memory serves me right, I'm about 6 inches from side to side. Good idea is to start at the front, so where your receding part is at the front of your hair, you want to make sure that you measure it side to side. So right on, there it is, about 6 inches side to side at the front, and then you want to move it a bit further back just to make sure you're being consistent from one side of where the balding area starts to the other. I'm just going to use a mirror to make sure that I've measured it correctly. That measures about 6 inches again. So we've got 6 inches side to side. When it comes to measuring the front to the back of the system, the stock systems only measure a maximum of 10 inches. So bear that in mind. A general rule of thumb I give to people is use 3 or 4 fingers just above your eyebrows right here. And that's where you want the system, the front of the system to go. So either 4 fingers or 3 fingers. I tend to do about 3.5. So my systems from front to back usually measure about 9.5 inches. But I'm going to do it again just to show you guys how I measure it. So I always put, done it the wrong way. So I always want to see how it looks before I actually officially do the measurement. So you can usually feel at the back where your hair is getting thicker. So for me, I'm feeling it there, and I will show you guys now. So as you can see, it's right there. You can use a mirror as well. Sometimes I use a mirror, which is what I'm going to do right now, just to make sure I've got it right. I've got it right. So I always measure about 9.5, so that is where I want my hairline to go. So that's about 3.5 fingers from my eyebrows. Now, as I said earlier, you can do 3 fingers or you can do 4. I wouldn't do any less or any more than that. If you're a gentleman who's in your 40s or your 50s or older, you may want to do 4 fingers. If you're in your 20s or your 30s like me, you may want to go between 3 and 4 fingers. So once you have those measurements and you place your order with LaVivid, you can select the $10 extra option where they cut the base for you and you just put the measurements in. Now we're going to discuss how you can make your own template at home so you can take it to the stylist in future and they don't have to keep redoing templates for you every single time you come in. So once you have your system and it's cut to your size after sending them the measurements, it will come with a plastic dome that looks like this. Now this is really helpful for when you want to do your template. So you've got your system here that's cut to size. What I encourage you to do is to push it inside the actual plastic dome so you can see how it measures up inside the plastic dome. And what I generally do is I put it on my knee like so. So it's pressed up, it's really pressed up against the actual dome itself. So you can get a really good idea of how it measures up. So you've got it inside your dome. Ideally you want to press it down like so, and then you want to get yourself a marker pen so you can draw the outline of the actual base itself. I have a nice one here, apologies about the noise. And it really is very simple, guys. You just draw around the base itself, like so. And rather than boring you watching this whole thing, I've actually got one that I made earlier, which I'll show you now. Now, when you've cut it to size, it should fit your balding area with no gaps at the back or on the side. So as you can see with mine, there should not be any gaps at the back or at the side. And this effectively can act as your template when you go back into your hairdresser, your hair system stylist, or your barber or whatever, and they can use this in future to cut your base to the exact size that you need it to be. So make sure that you keep this handy. I'm now going to go on to shave the bio hair that I've got on the top, and then I'm going to reattach my system. So I've got my system all taped up. I've scrubbed some alcohol on my head to clean it and sanitize it. And now the hair system is going to go on my head. So I just push it back nice and slowly to reduce the chances of any kinks happening. And just sort of pressing it back. And that feels like a good fit to me. Where's my brush at? Here's my brush. Perfectamundo. Measured to perfection. So guys, if you're interested in knowing what this system is, it's called the Tyler. It's a silk base, it's a hybrid system. You can get 15% off it from LaVividHair.com. The coupon code Adam15, it's in my description box. This is about 6 months old, so I will be doing a 6-month review of this particular system because there's been a lot of interest in it. I hope you found that video helpful. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments box below and I'll endeavor to answer them. I hope you found this video useful, guys, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye for now.